Hey guys, how's it going? Been a while, hasn't it? I've taken on a new job. I've been out truck driving, and I've made some adjustments to my diet, and I've came across something that works to lose weight, guaranteed. I guarantee that you will lose weight if you follow this plan. I'm not a doctor, however, it's worked for me. It's worked for my wife. It's worked for my stepdad. It's worked for my stepson. It's worked for my mom. So there's definitely proof. Everybody in my immediate family has been on it, and everyone is all in different stages of age and health, and it's been successful for everyone. And so I'm going to share this with you. So stick around and let's get to it. Okay, so I started a diet that basically I restricted all carbohydrates. So no flour, no pasta, no bread, no crackers, no chips. Anything that's got carbs in it, I don't eat it. I just stay away from it. So there's lots of good stuff you can eat though. You don't have to feel like you're starving. I mean, at first it is tricky. I mean, you are going to have cravings. I probably had cravings for a month or two, because I had the biggest sweet tooth in the world. You can ask anybody. I mean, I had the absolute hugest sweet tooth, and but over time it just kind of went away a little bit. I still have moments of weakness. But generally speaking, this is a manageable diet, and that's one thing that I want to share with you. You can do this diet. I know, like if you're counting calories, let's say, and you can only eat this big of a portion, or you can only eat at this time of day, or you can only eat, you can only go to McDonald's once a day, or whatever you're trying to restrict on your calories. It takes a lot of work. I mean, it takes a lot of work to keep up with it all. A lot of people will go to Weight Watchers, or spend a lot of money on diet plans, buying pills, buying medicine, getting vitamins and herbs that basically they'll do them for a little while. Maybe it'll help, but they'll get off, and then the weight will come right back, right? You know that happens. So you got to kind of just change your lifestyle and the way you eat. And the good thing about this diet is that when you do it, there's all kinds of other health benefits that come out of it in addition to losing weight. Okay, one of them is inflammation in your body. I mean, there's much less inflammation. Like I've had chronic ear trouble my whole life. Since I got on this diet, it's almost gone away. I mean, my ears still get plugged up, but it's nothing like it used to be. I used to get chronic infections multiple times a year. You can ask anybody, but I have not had that. I've had fluid in my ears, but it hasn't gotten bad. I've just had less inflammation in my body. My whole body works better. There's no achiness. I don't have achiness in my knees and my arms, my back. My back a little bit from truck driving, but other than that, I mean, I haven't had any my health I've felt so much better. I have not had to sleep as much. I've slept a lot less. I mean, I can get by in 4 or 5 hours, whereas before I would sleep a lot, and I still sometimes wouldn't feel that great. So I attribute it to the diet because I've never really felt like this, and I've got more energy. I got more stamina. I mean, at first, take away all your carbs, you're gonna feel, your body's gonna go through some changes. You might even get like flu, it's like a keto flu. You might have like flu-like symptoms. You might not be feeling all that great for a few days, but I promise it'll pass. It will pass, and you will feel better than ever. It just takes a few days, and the cravings will pass. You just gotta hang in there. And once you do it for a while, it'll become automatic. You won't even think about it, and you'll feel good about it, because you know that when you turn something down, that you're actually knowing you're going to feel even better the next day. And what's going to happen as a result, if you get to where you're taking in between, let's say, 10 and 30 grams of carbs a day, if you keep it around in that range, you can find out about all that just by looking at the backs of labels. It's got the carbs on everything. You know, drinks is on the back of that. Basically all the meals it's got it. There's no carbs in meat. I can do another video on what you can eat, what you can. I will do a video on that coming up. And also I'm going to do a video on my one skillet idea, because I'm out here on the road, and when you're out on the road like this, you want to eat healthy. If you're on vacation, you want to eat healthy. You just don't want to eat junk food everywhere because you don't have any way of cooking. Well, I have a solution for that, and I'm going to do that in another video. But you just gotta stick to it and eat healthy, and you'll be feeling good as new. You just gotta keep your, like I said, keep your carbs between, say, I mean, the lowest you can keep them, the better. But I wouldn't go over 50 at the most each day. And if you stick to that, you can eat. I'm kind of drifting around here a little bit on you, but you can have bacon, you can eat all the meat you want, steak you want. You can have salads. You can have all the eggs you want. You can have cheese. Stay away from like milk and anything like that that's got sugar in it. You can have heavy cream. You can have butter. Olive oil is great. So just look at the carbs. It's the only thing you have to do with this diet. It's just not going to cost you anything. You don't have to go buy any herb. You don't have to go buy herbs or vitamins. You don't have to go to Weight Watchers or pay for a big meal plan and get meals delivered. All you have to do is be careful about your grocery list and eat stuff that has little or no carbs in it. You can get pork rinds for a snack. You can get the Quest bars. The Quest bars have 4 net carbs in them, so you can have those if you need a snack. And if you need, like, a real sugar sweet, there's some Russell Stover sugar-free with stevia. You can get that. I wouldn't take it. Try and stay away from it if you can, but if you have to, go that route over, caving in and getting some French fries or something like that. But if you keep those carbs down between 10 and, let's say, 40, 50 or lower, the lower the better, then the weight is gonna slowly come off. My wife and I, we've been averaging on our diet, we're losing about 10 pounds a month. We started this back in April, and March, April, around in there, and she's lost about 40 pounds now, and I was about 197, and I'm now down to 168, and I feel so much better. I mean, you wouldn't believe how much better you feel when you get that weight off. So it's a guaranteed way to lose weight. I guarantee if you cut your carbs out, don't worry about calories. Don't worry about how much you're eating. If you want to have a big portion, that's fine if there's no carbs in it. Just don't worry about it. You keep the carbs down to nothing, and the weight will melt off of you. The reason why is because whenever you eat those carbs, your body's going to produce insulin, and all those carbs is going to turn into sugar, glucose. The insulin is going to take it and store all that as fat. Your body's going to say, hey, we need to save this just in case, and so that sugar is going to turn into fat. And so when your body is producing the insulin, it's doing one thing, and that is its job is to store that sugar as fat. So the trick to getting that weight off is to not produce the insulin. And you're not going to produce the insulin if you're not taking in the sugars and the carbs. And what will happen is, over a course of a few days, your body will start burning the fat that's on you as opposed to burning the carbs and the sugar. And that's ketosis is what it is. And it's going to, sorry about the noise there. I'm close to the highway. I'm at the truck stops right behind me. But the weight will just melt off of you because you'll be actually burning that fat off your body. And and you'll feel great. And the other thing is you'll be eating more nutritious. The meals that I eat basically all I eat is vegetables and meat and cheese. And there's nothing out of a box. If it comes out of a box, it's probably not a good thing to eat. It's probably going to have carbs in it. So stay away from that stuff. Eat fresh stuff. You can cook up some good meals. You can store them. You can eat eggs and bacon. You can have you a good bacon and eggs breakfast with a bunch of butter and cheese. Delicious breakfast. Just no toast, no hash browns, no orange juice. Fruit, probably stay away from it. And vegetables are okay in moderation. Like you still want to find out how many carbs are in those vegetables that you're eating, and you want to keep it low as you can. Like for one serving, you wouldn't want to go over, say, 4 or 5 carbs per serving. So you have if you keep each meal around say 10 grams or less, so you have 3 meals a day, that's 30 grams. That's good. The weight's going to melt right off of you. Within 3 months, you'll be buying new clothes. Liz and I are both buying new clothes now. Right now, I'm in a 32, 33 waist, and back in March, I was in a 38, 40 waist. That's how the weight has come off. And I still got a ways to go. I'm going to try and get down around 160, in the 150s, 160, so another 10 pounds, and I'll be at my weight target. And my blood pressure's come down. My blood pressure is 120/68 now. It was much higher than that. So there's lots of other benefits, and I wrote some of these benefits down just to go over it with you real quick. It'll reduce your inflammation. You're going to find that you sleep less, or at least that's what's worked for me. You're going to find that you have a lot more energy, because you're eating those carbs. Whenever you're eating those carbs, you get all energized off the sugar, and then it burns down. Then you burn the sugar, and then it burns down, and you keep eating like that, But when you're in ketosis, you're steady all the time. You're not going to have all of that up and down business. It's just steady. And your overall health, you're going to feel much better. Probably a lot of the medications you're on, if you're on high blood pressure medicine, any of that kind of stuff, you're not going to need it. You're just going to get healthier, and you're going to be surprised. Your digestion will be better. Acid reflux, that'll basically go away, and you can enhance all these things with some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about in some future videos. But that's what I wanted to share with you. A guaranteed way to lose weight. Very, very simple. Cut out the carbs. It's tough, it's tricky. You'll go into a restaurant, you'll go into McDonald's. Basically, you can't eat at McDonald's. You can get a salad, that's about it. If you go to Wendy's, you can get like a Baconator with lettuce and tomato, no bun, no bread. So you'll just get, but it's actually quite good. You can put some mustard on it. You have to stay away from ketchup. That's got a lot of sugar in it. But get you a Baconator that's got, just lettuce, and you can get them to add tomato to it. And, water or tea, unsweet tea. You got to stay away from the sugared drinks, of course. And so you can have something like that for lunch and dinner. There's all kinds of things you can have, green beans, broccoli, asparagus, steak, fish, chicken, all that stuff. You just can't have any potatoes with it. You can't have any pasta with it. And you're going to find that, after a week or 2 or 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and over time, it just goes away. You don't have those cravings go away. You don't have to have a baked potato. You can have some broccoli with butter on it, cheese melted on it. Have your steak with some sauteed onions and peppers. Have that over it. If you want to have mushrooms, just be sure you check out what kinds of mushrooms they are and how many carbs are in it. Just look at your carbs, do your research, and that's basically all you got to do with this diet, is just watch the carbs. And so as you go through your day, you don't have to be all stressed out about how many calories am I getting. Oh my gosh, I went 500 calories over. I got to starve. I can't have You don't have to worry about that. You can eat all you want. Just don't eat the carbs. Guaranteed way to save weight and to get healthy and feel great. So look into it. I mean, it's made me feel much better. It's made everybody in my family feel much better. There's lots of videos on YouTube. Dr. Fong is one of them, and Dr. Barry is one of them. You can find them on YouTube, and they talk a lot about fasting. Fasting is a great thing. That's something to look into down the road. But just to lose weight, knock out the carbs, and you'll see the weight just melt right off of you. So until next time, in the next video, I will be talking about some meals that are really good that are on the road when you're camping. I want to get back to doing some of that too. And if you like this video, please click the like button, the subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.